Yo, it's your boy Skinny from the 9, Big Skinny, not the mini, back at y'all another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, turn the post notifications on so you guys can see when I upload a new video. Today we're going to be talking about Bronx Drill. When you think of Bronx Drill, who do you think of? Who do you think of when you think of Bronx Drill? There's only one person. K-Flock. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who K-Flock was, K-Flock is a Bronx Drill rapper. He had a lot of momentum. He had a lot of clout. He was actually, me personally, he was one of the first rappers I heard from that era, right? Cardi B hopped on the remix to one of his songs, and throughout all the Bronx Drill era and all those artists, I feel like K-Flock really had the star power, the star potential. I just feel like a lot of them guys are good though. Don't get it twisted. I'm not being biased. I like D-Thing. I like B-Love. I like some of Shy K stuff. Like I've been a fan of that whole movement. So I've really took the time out to really dissect and listen to everybody's discography. And whenever K-Flock comes on, I just feel like K-Flock really was somebody who could have went mainstream. And unfortunately, with everything that happened, he got arrested for a murder and fighting a RICO case. And for those of you guys who don't know, K-Flock was arrested for a murder. He was walking with his little sister, I believe, and one of the ops was looking at him, staring at him, gripping, and allegedly he killed him, right? So the argument with a lot of the Bronx Drill and the whole New York movement is, what if K-Flock never went to jail? What if K-Flock never went to jail? And the reason for this video is because he's starting court. He's starting trial Monday. And I'm gonna give you my predictions on what I think his fate is gonna be. Now, when you're fighting a murder, there's a lot of factors you got to take into consideration, right? So, one, they got him on camera, but he's wearing a mask. They say they got the receipt of the jeans that he was wearing, that the jeans weren't out yet. And, some of his lyrics and stuff like that. Now, me personally, I've seen the video where they say they have K-Flock. That could be anybody, you can't really see his face. Now, if you're going to match the jeans with that's still not enough, because who's to say I didn't give these jeans to my friend and my friend went to go commit the murder? You know what I'm saying? But you still got to take into consideration that somebody did die, right? I don't know if they ever found the weapon or if his DNA was anywhere on the scene, but one thing that people keep saying is that he's never going to come home. He's going to do life. Now, I disagree with that, okay? Because one thing that people don't know is, well, people forget to say, the person that allegedly killed had a weapon, right? He had a gun on him. Now, does that give him the right to kill that guy? No. I don't know the self-defense laws in New York. I don't think there is self-defense laws. I think if you are in trouble, they want you to call the police. They don't want you to take the law into your own hands. But the fact that that man had a gun helps his case a lot, right? Now, me personally, I think he's going to get a manslaughter, right? I think he's going to get voluntary manslaughter or manslaughter. I don't think he's going to be charged with. I don't think he's going to get found guilty for a murder. And so he's not, honestly, I think it's honestly too late for the manslaughter. He's either gonna do 10 years, right? They're gonna, in the middle of the trial, the jury's gonna see and the prosecutor's gonna see that it's not going in their favor, and they're gonna offer him a manslaughter, which I think a manslaughter only carries 10 years. So he's not going to do life. He's not going to do 20. I think he's going to do 10. I think he's going to end up doing 10 years. If he doesn't come home not guilty or 10 years. That's what I feel is going to be. He's already been locked up for 3. So 3, you do 85% of your time. You do like the rest of it on parole, 3 years. He's already been locked up for 3. So if we got 10, 3, you do 85% of your time. You're doing like 7 years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 years on parole. So he'd be out in 1, 2, 3. He'd be out in like 4 years. He'd still be young. He'd still have a career. He'd still have all the respect, right? Because he didn't tell, right? So a lot of these, and there's no, there's no videos of Kay Flock going outside, not saying that they're, of other rappers, but like you just never seen like an L for Kay Flock, you know what I'm saying? And just the way, his music was good. I feel like something that Kay Flock had that the rest of them didn't have is Kay Flock could create original music. Like, he had the voice for it. He could create original music. I feel like a lot of the other rappers couldn't create original music. They caught a buzz off of, hopping on remixed drill beats. So songs that were already out that they remixed it with, a drill sample. And that's how they caught their buzz. But to go mainstream, how long can you do that for? Even being signed to a label to get clearance on all those songs that were already made, like that shit's a hassle right there on its own. So I feel like Kay Flock was one of the only ones who could possibly create original music. Like give him a beat and like he could do his own thing. I feel like he could have evolved from that drill sound. A lot of them tried to evolve from that drill sound, but it just, I don't know, like it just wasn't the same. And like I feel like the fans didn't gravitate to it. I do give D-Thang his props though, because D-Thang, they're opposite sides. They're beefing. Like them sides don't even get along. But D-Thang, he came home. He was doing his thing, right? He got the French Montana cosign. He was with all the stars, but I feel like with D-Thang, I feel like he got money and got a little lazy, right? And I feel like D-Thang has potential. I feel like D-Thang, if he really like sat down and really like applied himself, I feel like he could go far. But back to Kay Flock, I think Kay Flock's gonna probably do like 10 years. That's my prediction. We will soon find out. I know some of the other people that were involved in this case pled out, but that was from the RICO. So yeah, he's fighting 2 cases. He's fighting a murder and a RICO. So I really don't know what the fate on the RICO could be. That's what I'm saying. Everything's just gonna run concurrent. They're gonna give him 10 years, and I feel like, yeah, I feel like when he gets out, he will have a promising career. I feel like a lot of the New York rappers are gonna show him love. And everybody always gets that chance that we didn't get to see their potential follow through. Like that's how the music industry works. Like I feel like if you got snatched up and went to jail like right before your like prime, your peak, I feel like the fans and the labels and just the other rappers and artists, I feel like everybody gives you a second chance, like because we didn't see what you could become, right? So I feel like Kay Flock's gonna be good. 10 years is better than life, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think Kay Flock's fate is going to be? You think Kay Flock's going to do life? You think Kay Flock is going to beat it, not guilty? What do you think about the RICO charge? And tell me, who's your favorite rapper from the whole New York Bronx drill era, right? It's your boy Skinny Front 9, Big Skinny, not the many. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Peace.